welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Josette. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my 14-month Microlocs update. I think on my year video, I asked you guys if you wanted 2 months, every month still, every 3 months. I think I got a couple more comments for every 2 months, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and it works well for me as well. We're going to get into all of the changes that are happening, and let me say, after a year, things really just seem to be progressing even faster, and I'm inching closer and closer to being fully locked, so I'm really excited about that. I finally finished my retie last night after I washed my hair. I had like about this much left, and everything behind that I finished like 2 weeks earlier, so there was a huge gap between when I was doing this part and this part, so I had to go in and touch up a couple of locks that had already grown considerably. So to put it in perspective, I started my 9th retie on October 28th, and then I didn't finish it until November 16th. So there's a huge space of time where the front of my hair just was not done. Luckily, since I'm getting closer to being fully locked, there wasn't too much slippage. It did take a lot of time to, not a lot of time, not as bad as like in the first couple of months of my lock journey, but I did have to like carefully go in and make sure that it all looked good. That's why I have a middle part, because I feel like a middle part just showcases your fresh retie the most. But I know that a lot of you guys love the side part on me, and I love it too. But we're just doing this today for the purpose of showing off my fresh retie. So I am currently trying a new shampoo. Let's get into products. So I finished my Suave clarifying shampoo. I finished that like last week, so I started using the Avalon Organics Peppermint shampoo, and I really don't know if I like it as of right now. It's marketed as a strengthening shampoo, and I wanted to try it because the winter months here in Ontario are here. Like, it's cold outside, it's cold and it's cloudy, so the air is really dry. So I wanted to try something that, you know, would be a bit more strengthening and help out my strands in like the colder months when there isn't as much moisture in the air. So I'm using it as my first shampoo, and of course I'm still using my Dr. Bronner's as my second because I love that stuff. It's like liquid gold to me. But the strengthening shampoo, it took a while for it to lather. I had to use a lot of shampoo, and I didn't really feel a deep clean from it, but I'm gonna give it another try. I still want to try the Avalon Organics Lemon Clarifying Shampoo. Let me know if you guys have tried that down in the comments. I want to try that one out because I love to use a clarifying shampoo first in my hair routine and then follow up with the Dr. Bronner's because it acts as like very deep cleaning but also moisturizing. It doesn't strip your hair at all the way clarifying shampoo does. So if you have used that, definitely comment below and let me know how you liked it. Okay, so a hair color update. I don't even remember when it was. Was it back in October that I dyed my hair? Anyway, I used the Clairol Professional semi-permanent from the Beautiful collection in darkest brown, I believe. And I really did like that quick little change. It's really good if you want something that's temporary, that's going to rinse out. And you also want to avoid damage, because permanent colors, even darker colors, because there are so many chemicals in it, you will experience some form of damage, especially if you're using it repeated times. So I tried it, I liked it, I like the darker vibe, but honestly, now that it's completely rinsed out, it lasted about 4 washes. So a month, it's not a very long-term thing, which is good if you just want a quick switch up, but it's not good if you actually want to keep that hair color, because that requires a lot of maintenance to just keep doing it over and over again. I don't think many of us have patience to just dye our hair every single month. That's a lot, especially if you have longer hair or thicker hair. So I would say it's good if you just want like a temporary thing and you don't want to commit to permanent hair color. But I did last 4 washes. Keep in mind I was using a clarifying shampoo, so that probably caused it, to wash out a lot sooner. If you're not using that, it might last a bit longer, but it really is semi-permanent. It's not going to last. But now I'm honestly just embracing my hair color. I don't plan on coloring my hair anytime soon, so we're just embracing the natural hair color. As you can see, it's back to my natural hair color. It's no longer that darker, richer color, but that's okay. So I just wanted to show you quickly that I have about 3 pieces in the front that refuse to lock. So this one here was just loose hair before I did my retie yesterday. This here was just loose hair. And this one here was just loose hair. Yeah, so I pretty much have to completely reinstall those areas because the hair there is so soft. All of the ones at the nape of my neck are locked. So I have some texture in here that's frizzy around the crown of my head, which I thought this area would lock first because it's the densest and the texture is curlier. So I really did think it would lock first, but it's still, as you can see, like frizzy. The ends are not locked at all. Ones back here are like locked. You can see they're falling differently and there's not as much shrinkage because of the weight of them. Now the areas that I trimmed, they're still coming along really nicely. I like how it's growing in. I don't know if you can tell, but they were like a couple of pieces here that I trimmed, and then these pieces here. The ends are like blunt cuts. They're not curly anymore, which is fine with me. I don't really care about curly ends because I plan on trimming my hair probably annually, to be honest, just to maintain the shape that I want. With my first Loc Set, I really didn't like to cut my hair. After that big chop, that really made me realize that I don't need to hold on to my hair as long as it's healthy. That's better than length. And obviously my goals are long hair. I don't plan on maintaining short hair at all because I love long hair, but that's not going to prevent me from like trimming off a few scraggly pieces or whatever, just to maintain the healthiness of my hair. So let's get into this 360. So yeah, that is it for this update. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to do that right here because I will update you on the realities of doing a retie, and I'll just give you little bits of my lock journey in between my my YouTube videos. So make sure to do that. And also, what do we think of how my hair is growing in? What do we think of this shape? Do you guys have a similar shape if your hair started out the same length as me? How is your hair growing in? Let me know. Do you like the shape your hair is growing into? Do you wish you did a tapered cut or something? Or are you happy with that sort of natural round shape? I don't have any complaints. Do we see the movement? Like, I honestly am obsessed with my lock journey. I'm happy that, as scary as it was to do my big chop and to start over with a totally different, much smaller size, I'm happy that I did that. And my hair, it's so healthy and it's growing, it's flourishing. And I think it looks really good the longer it gets. And I'm just excited for each step, each stage, each month. And mostly I look forward to doing my reties because I can really see the length. Because once you get like tons of new growth, you really can't see like what your hair is really doing because of the shrinkage. But doing the retie just elongates it, so satisfying. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this update, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye!